G'day guys and welcome to Gatekeeper's coverage of the Eruption presented by Ozdiscs. We're in Mount Gambier in South Australia at the Crater Lakes Disc Golf Course. This coverage is brought to you by RAD, Gatekeeper Media and Parked Media. The commentary is brought to you by the Flying Disc Store. I'm Paddy Robinson and I'm here with Andrew Ferguson and Tim Bowen. Together we are the Tee Off Podcast. Boys, back for the second round back nine.
And the back half of this course is killer. Here's the front nine results. Dave Perry 1 down, 5 down overall. Dan Frost tied for the lead at 6 down with Austin D'Alessandro. Clayton Beck had a front nine, 2 forget, 1 par. Lots of blood on there. Fergie.
All right, hole 10, 110 metre par 3. You want to be threading either the gap through where the drone is flying now or hanging out a turnover or a sidearm to the left and avoid that gentleman holding the basket.
Very surprised to see Austin go the backhand turnover here because I would have thought he'd lap this up with his forehand. But that's very nice. That tree's right on the edge of circle, so he'll have a putt.
He does love to prove us wrong on the commentary, so I'm sure we'll see that next tournament.
Here's Perry with his Sexton Firebird, and that is turned over a little.
Yeah, he should be in a place to really just get up and down, but I reckon he wanted a bit more from that.
Clayton opting for the sidearm as well, and looks like he's going down the guts or into a tree.
Yeah, loves it.
Thumbs up.
The thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Been there. Dan Frost opting for that flex backhand as well. Oh, I like this. It needs to keep going.
It stays up. That's a great shot. There are a lot of guardian trees on the left-hand side there that the backhand brings into play.
Dan doesn't
caught
look,
one of those.
He doesn't look too stoked, so I reckon that thing has hit early. This is a scary approach to get that 3.
He's hit the last guardian tree. So outside circle looking for the par save for Clayton.
Unfortunately, Dan did hit early. So again, this is a touchy little backhand to get up and down. We do have a right to left wind, but Dan looks like he's done that beautifully.
Yeah, he's pretty good with the old putters. Up and down for Dan.
Perry with an outside bid.
Yeah, smart.
Maybe just a layup.
Yeah.
Maybe a little treacherous, this basket. It does fall off on the backside of what Clayton's looking at here. So it's going to be a scary bid to run for the par here.
Into a bit of headwind now as well, maybe.
Yeah, that looked like headwind. That looked like it got lifted
sit
straight
down.
out of his hand.
Jeez, that cabbage just grabbed.
So Austin looking for birdie. This would be a good one to get on his good mate Dan. Put him one up. Oh, so
geez,
close.
That looked great out of the hand.
Oh, that sound.
That's out.
Of the cage. Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. Oh, yeah.
Clayton.
That's tough. Clayton's still out. Hopefully to get that in.
stop it.
No.
I was about to say that's a good putt for the double, but
That was
double fingers.
That's
fair
that was
enough.
gross. That was dead.
and he's gone the full Brody, the scuba.
That was dead center. That's disgusting.
That is absolute filth.
So here's Dave to follow up after that. What was it, a 4 putt in the end from Clayton?
It's never. It always unnerves me having to make a putt after seeing something like that. But Dave's, true to form, slotted it straight in, and
As we see, I think Dan has got a little bit left, but there should be no problems for his nice hyzer putt.
that flag has stopped moving. That's always nice.
In for the par, and Austin will tap in here. So still a 1-shot lead leading into hole 11. Paddy, which is a bit of an iconic hole, mate. Talk us through this next one coming up.
I do love this hole. It's fantastic. So hole 11, par 3, 113 metres with the highest basket you've ever seen in your life. These rocks here really stop the roller play. So I think the go-to, you'll see a few forehands, but really the play here is to throw a righty backhand with a bit of flex and have it come out and just sort of nestle. This looks a little bit too overturned. It will cut roll, and that's going to be a scary approach up for the par.
Oh, that's rolled a mile.
Yeah, that's going home.
The wind, I feel like you need 2 shots on this. One to get the wind read, and then you get your actual drive. Can that be a play in tournaments, or is that illegal?
David Perry with an absolute weapon.
Missed that.
Sidearm.
Oh,
stop it!
One tree. Stop it.
It's the skinniest tree.
Oh, cut it down. Get rid of it.
Not many people have got the forehand power to get there. This one plays about 450 feet, I feel, because it is uphill at the end.
Get out of the way, Ash.
That's why he wears a helmet. Good Ash Wider.
Great drive.
It'll be outside the circle, look for a 2. Clayton, you'll want to get one back on the last hole, but that's going to hit early. Oh, and boys, getting up and down from there is not an easy feat.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd love to be close and have 2 putts at this basket because it is so scary to putt at from no matter where you land.
Oh, this is just risen in the wind. Look at it go.
Ooh, nice little...
Is that OB?
No
It's
OB.
not.
So looked like he got a nice little break back inbounds, but that would have been safe no matter what.
Is this the alien?
He's the alien.
Look at that thing.
Ooh.
Oh, sit. Oh, that's all right.
He's
Just
the-
outside bullseye?
He dinted the UFO there, that's for sure.
Pretty sure I saw a couple of aliens jump out of the abandoning ship.
So Austin just outside the bullseye there, but that's going to be a pretty hard putt. You can look at the rise in the gradient there.
The boys just laying up. They don't want to blow out the score anymore. And but probably a smart play there.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful putt from Dave Perry. No problems whatsoever.
Notice that flag really settled down as well because it was so hard to tell where the wind was actually coming from. As you can see, there's a big hill there and it loves to swell. It's very open on this hole too.
So Austin looking pretty much outside of the volcano at this point. And
Oh, no.
Goodness me.
back in off the rebound. Oh, not quite.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
That putt was pretty much impossible with the headwind, I think. You have to aim your so nose up to get it to go high enough. The wind is, of course, going to lift
crazy.
it.
I think our players deserve a spiral staircase around this basketball.
Dan going for the upside down. No.
Oh.
He faked me out there. I thought he was going to go the upside down turbo.
He just palmed that in. There was no fingers in that. It was just palm.
Clayton going
In's
for
in.
second scuba in as many holes for Clayton. 2 pars and 2
All right,
bogeys.
next
not
up,
too bad.
Timmy.
Hole
Hole
12 is one of the easiest holes on the course. It's a par 3, 78 metres. I think the best option on this play is the overstable forehand out to the left, skip it in, or you can opt for this sky hyzer route, but really that brings in all of the swirly wind. It's pretty hard to get right.
There's also a tree kind of hidden behind that tree on the right-hand side that a lot of discs end up falling into. So it's not my go-to play here. I do like the overstable forehand, Tim, as you mentioned.
Oh, not bad from Dave. That looked like it was a little skinny out of his hand, but it caught some tree, and that's going to be just outside of the circle for Dave.
Dan rugging up.
This is like beautiful spring weather in Australia, Dan. He's acting like he's on the ski slopes.
No.
Yeah, all the Vic boys are running around in T-shirt and shorts.
This is a good shot, though. Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Around the back.
Good nestle.
Looked like it may have cut rolled, but that grabbed the ground nicely.
Austin eyeing off that big hyzer as well. Is he going to get round that tree?
That's good width. I like it.
Ooh,
okay.
Well,
nice.
just hit the one guardian tree, but that's given him a 7-metre putt. So
All right.
here we go. Here's the forehand play that I was talking about, and that's
Oh,
too high.
that's
from
way too
Clayton. Yeah.
I reckon that'll maybe, depending on the tree reaction, yeah, that's outside circle. You want to keep it low and get a big skip up. But opportunity for a big putt here from Clayton, who want to get some back.
Oh, not a bad bid. Had to spin
Yeah.
it. Didn't really have the height to lob that one in.
D. Perry, this is little left to right wind. Oh, not a bad bid there. I reckon
Had
that,
the height, just a little right. Here's Dan going for the knee putt, just to make sure he's level with the chains here.
he's pretty tall. He's at least as tall as me, Dan, about 6'2", I think. So,
Grabbed at that one a little bit.
yeah, want that one back.
So Austin for a chance for a stroke. Oh, a little high left.
Well left. All right, I reckon we're going to see a bunch of pars here. Nice, straight in the heart from Dave.
Definitely disappointing getting par on this one. You kind of feel like this is like the shortest hole, one of the shortest holes on the course. You definitely want to lap it up if you can.
Yeah, especially after the previous hole. You want to try and get one back because it's very easy to bogey the hole 11.
Absolutely. And a little bit of a spoiler alert to this point in the round, Lukey Bain from the chase card is on fire.
Alrighty, hole 13, 105 metre par 3. There's a couple of ways to skin this cat. You can hang it out left with a sidearm, as we might see Perry doing here.
He's going the overstable Halo Destroyer. It's not flipped up the way he would have liked. He's come in the backhand route, but that's going to be a jump putt.
Overstable's key, that thing. Absolute meat hook.
Dan Frost looking straight at it. This one's working for him.
Yeah, this is a beautiful shot. He's thrown a backhand down the forehand line, but that's checked up just inside circle.
I like that. Now, Austin, he goes this crazy high line.
Oh.
I kind of like it. I've never looked at it before, but it's worked out for him in the first round.
Yeah.
That's hit early, unfortunately.
I don't think he got that to turn the way he had intended, so that's checked up very short. I don't think that's really in birdie contention from where that is.
Clayton Beck attacking this one with his right. Straight down
Go,
the
go,
guts.
go, do it.
Oh, it's
yes.
not
Beautiful.
Yes, Clayton.
Just straight through the double Mando.
I was going to say, you wanted that as a double Mando,
Oh,
didn't you, Tim?
no way. I hate Mandos, Paddy. Psychopaths would make that a double Mando. Austin just laying up from well outside C2. Here's Dave from about 17, 18 metres.
Ooh, a bit too much angle.
Yeah.
Sit
Ooh,
down.
That's getting away from him too.
Now, from memory, the wind was a bit right to left, but also a little bit tail. It's such a hard thing to judge here. But the flag's not moving for Dan. Hopefully he can capitalise. Oh, no.
goodness me.
Stop.
Stop.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Get out of the
Get out of the
way.
way, Austin.
Get out of the way.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh. Austin's probably
That's-
feeling terrible right now.
Oh, no. Look at him. Oh, you can't hold it in.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's gross. He's...
Good poker face, Austin. That's gold.
Dearly me.
No love lost between those two. They're both from Canberra. Mortal enemies, I believe. Dan and Austin D'Alessandro.
Gee. Oh, he's giving us a bit of a good bit. Oh,
That's unfortunate.
is the filthiest roll I've ever seen.
Dave
Jeez.
here with a comebacker. Slots it in for
Yeah.
par.
Good putt for par. Geez, that's unfortunate for Dan, but that was hilarious.
That was-
Is this for two, Clayton?
Yeah, that's a fantastic
Yes.
drive. I kind of like that play, just punching it low, straight at those two trees. If you go left of them or right of them, great birdie. Or if you go through them, you take any of those options. And even if you hit them, you're just outside C1. So
Good to see some green on the board there for Clayton.
Clayton's really riding the roller coaster here at the moment. All right, next up.
Dan tapping in, I believe, for
Okay.
the bogey.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
He's hating the bogey, hates the roll away,
yeah.
but I like the razzle dazzle on the way in.
All right, Fergie, what do we got?
Hole 14, 107 metre par 3. This one has a very, very tough green. Most players you'll see hanging out a sidearm, attacking it in. A few throws straight at it.
It's a scary basket, elevated on the hillside at the back there, and it's called the snake pit hole for a reason. If you go long, you're in full-blown snake territory. You'll find some copperheads, some tigers, some eastern browns. You'll find them all down there.
You'll also find Tim. He's usually down there.
That's a great shot from Clayton. Just caught one of the last trees. He'll be about C2, but really it's not a putt that you can run. It's such a treacherous basket.
This looked skinny out of
Yeah.
the hand from Dave, but that's...
That's in Layupsville.
All depends if he got through the last bit of rough, whether that layup's easy or not, because if he's having to straddle out and pat and pen from that spot, it's so hard to get your disc to land flat underneath the basket.
Austin seems to be still smiling after the previous hole there. Maybe it's just grimacing from the sun.
He's going to want to pop this forehand up,
Ooh.
have it swing left to right.
That's all right.
That's
Maybe
great.
a bit too overstable.
bit short.
Yeah,
A
that
little
is
short, and that's a putt
short.
nobody wants from the top of the hill, straight at the snake pit.
One thing I also like on this hole is throwing a backhand roller. Although Dan, this looks like it's cutting.
I really like
Backhand
that
thrower
line.
from Dan.
Yeah, I love the line. It just didn't have the height. and
Oh,
the
no way.
turnover. And it's going home. See you, mate.
Oh, even the bird went at it. So this is a really tricky up and down. It's going to have to try and clear like the top of the hill just and get his disc down very quickly underneath the basket.
Ooh.
Get round it.
Ooh, this
On
could be
the,
all right. Oh, good trick.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Sit. Yeah, that was a terrific upshot. And look at Dave. You've got the pattern pending over the log. Just
Oh.
cleared the log.
Little short.
It's going to be a bit of a scary putt, but shouldn't be any problem. And Clayton, as I said, not really a putt that you can run
Yeah.
with any degree of success from that point. So he'll lay it up, and taking a par on this hole is not the worst thing in the world.
Well, yeah, if you can somehow manage to do it, you've basically got strokes on the field.
Yeah.
Austin.
Austin, there's a man who hates a layup. I'm
I
sure
thought he loved a
I'm
layup.
sure he died a little inside just laying up there. I think I'd like to see this basket. Oh, fantastic.
Dave.
I'd like to see this basket lowered, I think. It doesn't need to be elevated. I'd like to see
Yeah.
people run those putts from C2.
Since they've cleared out all the shrub and trees behind it, yeah, I think it could
backstops?
be
Yeah.
leveled. But
All the boys in for par so far, and Clayton has got a few metres left to take the par as well.
yeah,
Fantastic shot.
nice tap in.
All 15's a newie, Paddy. Talk us through it.
Yeah, look, it's a par 4, 138 meters. Really, there's OB absolutely everywhere. I don't think you're going to see anyone try to attack this for the eagle. It's going to be two pretty straightforward layups, 70 meter layup, and try and take your birdie, walk away.
I think knifing a forehand into the hillside is the preferred play, and
That's
is a-
not what we're talking about.
redo. Yeah, that's basically his only option there. He's gone OB so early. It's basically re-teeing. That's a
It's tight
calamity
from-
error from Clayton.
It's head towards OB.
Oh, that needs to get in. No, that's
No.
too skinny.
Yeah. Nice to see, even though Clayton's been sort of up and down, he's still got a smile on his face. Super important.
Didn't expect that from Dave. It's a pretty routine forehand off the tee here, and it is frustrating when you stuff it up. Take my word for it, because I certainly did.
This looks a little bit better from Austin.
That's perfect. We'll have about a 50-metre backhand from that spot. Dan, that's a little high. Get down. He's
Yeah.
calling for it to get down.
Oh,
That's no chance.
No.
Yeah.
It definitely was a tail sort of right to left wind on that, so I'm not surprised that thing has absolutely sailed. This is scary upshot territory. It's going to be very hard to be up and down from here.
You know how aggressive it is.
Cut the
He's very
corner.
aggressive, trying to cut the corner. He's carried the first bit of OB, hit foliage on the
Ooh.
second bit, and landed in the safe zone, so he'll take that.
Good job.
Absolutely. So Dan from the backside of the corner, he's got a little overstable backhand approach from here. And that is snuck. Oh, those bollards are OB, so that's snuck into the circle and checked up before the OB line.
Yeah. He's
But
done well
take my
there.
word for it, he's going to have a very, very difficult putt from that spot. There's trees blocking that side of the basket, so
Dave here throwing third
Yeah,
after
that's
the
nice.
OB.
that's certainly the better place to putt from, is that left side. Much bigger gaps.
Austin trying to capitalise on good drive. This looks
Yeah.
like it's settled.
That looked like it got parked.
Yeah, very nice.
The right side has got this one like diagonal tree that was basically blocking all the chains if you're on that right side, and that's where Clayton is tracking, but he looks like he's close enough. Should be able to get that one through. So here's Dan first to putt, and he was what I'm talking about. It's really got no good angle to get to the basket.
Is this the safe par?
Have to lob it
Two.
in.
Oh! Oh! No way!
The double doink from Dan.
Oh my goodness me.
What was that?
He had the bumpers up at the bowling lane.
That's great.
I've
That's wild.
never seen that in an actual round. No way.
Oh,
yeah.
no
Give it a
way.
cuddle. Give it a cuddle.
and that one too. That's funny.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
I think he deserved a little bit of love after that crazy roll away.
I just lip read that then. He just goes, that's disgusting. That's so funny from Dan. Here's Dave to capitalise.
Ooh, very nice.
Nice OB par from Perry.
I tell you what, after we see the dirtiest rollaway for Dan, we've just seen the best tree kick in history.
And that was a
Oh,
nice
Austin.
left side catch from Austin, and that'll see him take the lead at 6 down.
Clayton, looking at that same gap, is he going to decide to go the double doink as well?
Over.
No.
And there you go. That was nice.
All air. What a wuss.
And
Right.
we're going to hole 16 soon.
Oz Discs, powering Team Heiser Flight. Check them out at ozdiscs.com.au.
Here we have hole 16, 96 metre, par 3. Pretty tricky hole, this one, even though it's only 96 metres. You need to keep your disc low. Hitting the canopy of trees will basically shut you down pretty early. But not a lot of danger in this hole. Played pretty close to par at 2.83.
Oh, this looks a bit high.
Yeah. Oh, it dropped.
Ooh.
Is it going to sneak under?
Oh, that's a great air bounce.
I think the entire gallery there was like, that's no good. Oh, it dropped for him.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Must be nice to have that. Must be nice.
The wind, I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it again. The wind was so temperamental on this round. It was on, it was off, it was left, it was right. I like this drive from Dave.
This is
This is
great.
an ace run.
Ooh.
Oh, he's just hit the last guardian tree.
Not too bad. He'll still have about a 9 metre putt. Dan, hoping to capitalise on that good fortune from the last hole.
So this hole kind of certainly shapes itself up well for Dan.
Needs to get round the last guardian trees, just hit the second last one. So I don't know if he can really run a putt from there. That's going to be an easy up and down for the par though. As we see Clayton opt for the backhand as well.
Ooh,
and he's gone I don't know if he meant to go that far right, but this is looking fantastic.
Oh, look at the skip.
It's working. It's working.
yeah.
Oh,
That's-
yes.
That's how you get into the bullseye.
That's
I'm so
bullseye.
on and off and on and off.
I'm on and off and on and off. Yes. That's all right, Clay. You're on then.
So Dan basically snookered, nothing but the
Dan
layup.
didn't want to go for the fork in the tree there, mate? No? All
There
right.
was a nice fork. He could have gone the double bump play. It's Dave. This is a bit of a scary putt. A bit of a slope behind the basket.
Oh, yes.
That was a good catch on the left-hand side.
Very nice. Very tricky with that. It is sort of a little bit heady right to left as well, so he's done well to get that.
Austin here looking to also go the bird and stay one in front.
Yeah. Basically,
Beautiful.
tap-ins for Austin and Clayton, and a tap-in for par for Dan. We'll see Austin stay at 7 down, Dave stay at 6, and Dan stay at 5, leading into hole 17 and 18, which are the two toughest holes on the course, and just such an exciting finish.
Awesome birdie from Clayton. Man. Absolute park job. And Dan, that's a beer frame if I ever saw one, mate. There we go.
And speaking of hole 17, here it is, par 5, 280 metres. As you can see, we've got the lines marking the distances. You're bombing the first one out, hoping to land nice and safely, and then really working your way up to this beautiful green where there's OB around the basket.
Just a spectacular hole, this one. You can see one of the famous crater lakes in the backdrop there, but pretty scary. Got to hang your shot out over OB.
Well, that's high.
Or you can play it safe and hope that you get down before the left-hand side OB.
Oh, look at that wind take that.
Unfortunately,
That's gross.
Man, that'll
That's
hit a
mild.
child in the playground.
sometimes when you're playing well, you become the windsock. And unfortunately, Austin's had to be the one to make the mistake at the front of the box. I'm sure the other boys will learn from that. Dave throwing something super beefy, nice and low. This is no chance of going OB.
Love it from Dave. Great correction.
Yeah, actually, that got pretty close to OB. But he'll take it. That's in.
Yeah, it's so hard. It was feeling like a tailwind off the tee here, but there's a massive right to left wind. Thank you, Clayton. You
Double
just
check.
showed me.
Double checking from the
Proved
tailwind.
my point.
He's throwing his favourite disc here, Yukon Dragon, with my name on the bottom. He calls it the Timmy Bowen Dragon. I'm sure he's throwing it because he doesn't
Is that
mind
because
it.
you love it, or it used to be yours, Tim? Or
Not a fan. I'm sure he's throwing it because he doesn't mind losing it. Oh, that's wide. Looks like it's got the hyzer though.
settle.
Wow, has it
moving.
got the hyzer? Down. That needs to hang on. That's going to be so close.
Oh, that stayed in.
He's got the green flags.
It must be like a meter.
Yeah, by a metre.
Dan, I don't know if he's playing disc golf. We're going to sell me some narcotics here, but looking pretty good. Can he capitalise on the drive? He's seen 3. Oh, this is good little air bounce. I
Just
think
dropping
this will
for him.
finish.
I think I figured it
Yeah.
out. That's in bounds. So Dan actually is meant to be working today. Just took a sick day, and he's trying to be incognito on the coverage. that has to be it.
Well, don't make the lead card then, Dan.
That's it. This is a good-looking shot from Austin.
Oh, yeah, I love this.
Straight into the opening. Hopefully it gets down. Looks like it's hit the
Yep.
foliage. Yep,
That's
that's dead
fine.
centre. Perfect spot. You'll be able to have a nice 70-metre forehand approach or a backhand straight disc from that spot. This is flicked up. Those
hung out.
banners are OB. Oh,
No way. Is that in bounds?
No way. Did that come back in bounds? Oh,
Goodness me.
that was probably 2 metres OB, and it sort of hit the the canopy of trees and bounce backwards. That is so lucky.
It's a little bit high maybe from Clayton, but it's working.
I love this from Clayton. It's going to settle right in the mouth.
Oh, yeah. Great drive.
Almost landing on Austin's disc there.
I can't believe that stayed in bounds for Dan.
Such a good break. So here's Dave. I've actually seen Dave throw it in from those banners in previous years.
I love the height of this. This is money.
Oh, that's gone so far.
Oh,
and look at
kiss off
that.
the tree. Hello. Jeez, that's almost
Circle two.
He's made this 280 metre par 5 look real easy. He's got about a 20 metre putt for the eagle. So I see Dan going the roller.
Roller?
wow.
Okay.
Oh, man. No way this stays in bounds. No, there's OB everywhere.
I think that might have hit your backside there, Paddy. I can see you there in the red hoodie.
Yeah.
Did you cop that one?
I love the old chase card at the moment.
That, of course, being the gallery for hole 18.
Ooh, jeez, no. I think that stayed in bounds. He'll have a putt.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. He should be in the circle for that putt, so that won't be any problem at all.
Clayton opting the flick approach. This looks okay out of the hand.
Might skip in.
Oh, yes.
And actually, you can see the OB line just there. So taking that forehand line is a little risky, but it's a good way to park the hole. Don't know if I like that roller play from Dan. That was a little bit risky from that spot.
Yeah. And he's just laying uphill.
Still be tapping into the par, I believe.
It's for eagle. This is how close that got. That's sick. Come on. Ooh.
Oh, good height, just a little right.
I think the OB's only like 5-6 metres past the basket, so he couldn't really drive that at full pace like he probably would have liked to.
Austin.
Ooh.
Ooh, did that
geez.
stop?
Oh, that's very lucky. It's just stayed under the boardwalk.
So we've seen some good luck on the course. I love that.
Clayton getting his round started just when it's about to finish with 2 birdies on the trot.
Oh,
Austin into the
sneaks it
bogey.
over.
Oh, he went OB early.
Yeah. So here's Dave. It's good to have a nice little tap in for birdie.
Look, it is a very birdieable hole. There's a lot of trouble around, but if you can play clean, it's a pretty straightforward birdie.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dave, a little bit of a lead change there. We had a 2-stroke swing with Austin getting the bogey, Dave getting the birdie. He'll take a 1-stroke lead, leading into treacherous hole 18.
Yeah, speaking of big swings, this hole loves to do it. Hole 18, 120 metres straight over the water. There's hazard on the left-hand side. It's a plays sort of like an island, really. The miss here is to go long.
Absolutely.
You do not want to miss early because you're basically reteeing.
It's a big forehand, 120 metre forehand with the crosswind. But Dave's certainly got that. He's relying on that overstable Halo Destroyer that he's been throwing all round.
Just needs to make sure he gets this out.
Oh, that's skinny. Looks long enough, though.
Come on.
Sit.
Come on.
Sit.
Oh, unfortunately, it just got overstable at the very end, and he hasn't progressed, so he's basically reteeing at this point.
Oof. Yeah, that hurts. That looked great out of the hand.
Maybe a little skinny, but I thought he had the power just to push over the island at least.
Clayton opting for the backhand here. He's definitely got the power to get over. That's a lot of height.
That's no chance, but it's looking like it's going towards the hazard, so... Oh, actually pretty close. Almost got down.
Yeah.
He'll have a sort of 30 metre jab at it for the par save.
Austin opting for the backhand, and that thing needs to do some work.
Oh, it needs to get
not
down.
go long.
There's OB long as well. And unless that spits out, not a bad mistake to make though. He's going to be, 8 metres putting for the par.
Yeah. Whereas Dave has to retee.
Yeah.
Scary. Come on, Dan.
Oh, this looks fantastic from Dan.
Looks dantastic.
Oh, that's aiming at the OB.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes!
How much tree love?
Dan, you need to go to Bunnings straight after this, mate. Go pick up some fertilizer, bit of cow manure, go feed those trees, give them a bit of a prune, give them some love, mate, because they've given it to you.
The basket gave him a roll away, but the trees have been just so fortuitous for Dan in this round.
I think it was all the hugs.
So Dave's reteed and he's opted for the backhand. This is looking fantastic.
Settle.
Oh, yes. That is right on the OB line. And look at Ash. Ash is excited for him.
Ash, I love that inbounds move. You need to adopt that.
Oh, man. I was getting flashbacks to my round for a second
Ooh,
there. Good bid from Clayton.
ooh.
Oh, just over the top. I did the same as Dave. Short off the first, OB long on the second, and then I had a jump putt outside circle, hit the tray, rolled OB. All of a sudden, I'm putting for 7.
Yeah.
Gross.
Dan not interested in having a dig at that one.
Is that still keeping you up at night, Tim?
Absolutely, Paddy.
Yep.
Haven't gotten over that one. I'm pretty sure I hit that exact part of the tray too, and it went OB. But good bid from Austin. I'm not salty. So here we go, Dave. This would be a fantastic 4 after the re-tee.
Come on, Dave.
And a good finish to the round if you can make it.
Yeah. Well
That
done.
is, feels bad getting a bogey, but certainly when you're re-teeing, you will take it all day.
Geez, I would have liked to seen that par putt going for Clayton there, but
Yeah.
still, a bogey on here is, you're almost sort of meeting the same as the rest of the field. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people are taking 4s here.
As we see Dan tapping in for the par,
Very
Austin in for the bogey. As we will see, the finish to a pretty eventful round, boys. And as I said, we had Lukey Bain making a charge from the chase card, so I'm interested to see this leaderboard
Yeah.
to see.
I got to I got to witness this firsthand. So
As we
Dave,
look at-
sorry.
As we look at feature card, Dave Perry 6 down overall, Dan Frost 2 behind him at 4 down, Austin at 5 down, Clayton unfortunately falling back to 3 over par. But look at the leaderboard. As we said, Lukey Bain 9 down for the round, Paddy, puts him at 10 overall and a 4-stroke lead
Yeah.
going into the final
I
round.
think it was a 10:32 rated round.
Huge.
That's huge. Thanks for watching. That brings us to the end of round 2. And make sure to come back for the following final round.
Big shout out to Rad, Gatekeeper Media, Parked Media, and the Flying Disc Store for the commentary.